They thought she was just a pretty face with pom-poms, but they didn't know her dad was a soldier who taught her how to fight, not just with fists, but with fire in her soul. When the bullying crossed the line, she didn't cry. She didn't run. She remembered every lesson from her father, and that day, she dropped them, not just to the ground, but from their pedestal of cruelty. This isn't just a story about a cheerleader, it's a story about strength, family, and rising from the ashes they tried to burn her with. Stay till the end, because her final move. It left the entire school speechless, and might just leave you in tears. At Silver Valley High, Madison Clark was known for her radiant smile and perfect cheer routines. Blonde ponytail, pristine uniform, and a laugh that could light up the hallway. To the world, she had it all. But behind the glitter and cheers was a girl carrying a weight far heavier than any pom-poms. Memories of her father, Staff Sergeant Derek Clark, a retired combat veteran who now limped with a cane and a quiet pain behind his proud eyes. Madison had grown up on stories of war and courage. Her dad didn't just teach her how to tie her shoes or ride a bike. He taught her focus, breath control, how to read people, not just with her eyes, but with her gut. The body can be a weapon, he used to say, but your mind is the sharpest blade. He never wanted her to fight unless she had to. But he also never wanted her to be helpless. Life at school, though, was a battlefield of a different kind. Ever since Madison made captain of the cheer team, jealousy crept into the hearts of those who once clapped beside her. Especially from Brielle and Sasha, two girls who used to be her friends, but now whispered poison into the ears of classmates. They mocked her soldier dad behind her back, called her a charity case when she turned down fancy parties to care for her father. The bullying started small. Snide comments. Muffled laughter. But soon, it escalated. A cruel prank during a halftime performance made her trip mid-routine. The crowd gasped. Videos went viral. The whole school laughed. Madison held back tears as her coach gave her a disappointed look. That night, she sat beside her father, silent. He watched her, then quietly said, "You want to tell me what really happened today? Because I can see your soul limping harder than my leg." She broke down, tears streaming. "They hate me, Dad. For being me. For being your daughter. They're trying to break me, and it's working." Derek put his hand over hers. Calloused. Warm. Steady. "Then maybe it's time you reminded them who trained you. Not with fists. With strength. Honor. And if they want war, we train for it. But not to hurt. To rise." It was the annual Fall Pep Rally, Silver Valley's biggest event before homecoming. The bleachers were packed, the air thick with excitement, and all eyes were on the cheer squad. Madison stepped onto the field in full uniform, her heart pounding, not from fear, but from purpose. Sasha and Brielle had another plan. That morning, they had slipped oil onto her dance spot. Another sabotage. Another chance to humiliate her. But Madison was ready. As the routine started, Madison led with perfection. Every move was sharp. Every flip, every toss, every chant, flawless. She pivoted exactly where they had set the trap, and leapt over it. The crowd cheered wildly, not knowing what she had just avoided. But Sasha wasn't done. After the performance, as students mingled on the field, she stormed toward Madison with fake applause. "Wow, Maddie," Sasha sneered, "guess you practiced falling this time." Madison turned slowly. Calm. Controlled. "Actually, I practiced rising." Sasha rolled her eyes and shoved her. Light, but loud enough to draw gasps. Madison didn't fall. She stepped back, planted her feet, and stood tall. The whispers began. Phones raised. Everyone was watching. "Go ahead," she said, her voice firm but composed. "Do it again. You're so strong, right? Everyone's watching now." Sasha froze. "You think hurting me makes you powerful? You think mocking a soldier's daughter makes you brave? All it shows is how broken you must feel inside to need an audience to matter." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Brielle stepped forward, red-faced. "You're just playing victim." "No," Madison replied. "I'm surviving. And now? I'm done playing quiet. At that moment, Coach Davidson stepped in, having seen enough. Phones were already blowing up with live footage. The school board would see everything. Sasha and Brielle were suspended the next morning. Public apologies followed, but Madison didn't need them. Her real victory was the moment she chose courage over silence. Her video went viral not because she fought, but because she stood. Calm. Poised. Trained. Later that night, she sat beside her dad on the porch. He looked at her with misty eyes. "You dropped them without lifting a hand," he whispered. "I couldn't be prouder." She smiled. "You didn't raise a cheerleader, Dad. You raised a warrior who cheers." So to every girl who's ever been mocked, pushed, or told she's not enough, remember this: strength isn't always loud. Power isn't always violent. And sometimes, the most unstoppable warriors wear bows and bruises and still show up smiling. Madison didn't win with fists, she won with grace, grit, and the fire her father lit inside her heart. And if she could do it, so can you.